Hello friends, welcome back. Today I'm going to talk about filtered data in MS Excel. Say we have a data set where we have A, B, C, D, how many columns? 8 columns. Okay, and we have data related to a recruitment exam, and here we have the merit position. And in the second column, we have the status about the candidate, whether or not the candidate is disabled or not disabled, and also about the gender of the candidate, male or female, about the ethnicity of the candidate, ethnic minority or non-ethnic minority, and the division to which the candidate belongs in Bangladesh, Dhaka, Chittagong, Mymensingh or Rajshahi, and also the district from which the candidate comes, and also the CGPA of the candidate in undergrad courses and his or her age. So we have all these populated in a table in this form, and let us see, it is a large data set. So let us see how many students or candidates are there. So let me count it, and for that I will use, because it is a large data set, so I'll use a function. I'll take help of a function, and that is count a function. You can use different count functions. You see here, once you write first few letters, it will pop up with a menu, and there you see many options. If you use this one, it will count the numbers of cells in a range that contain numbers. Okay, so that is fine. We can use this function as well. This is fine. And you can also use this function. This function counts the number of cells in a range that are not empty. Okay, so it will not include the empty cells, only the cells which will contain number or text in a range which are not empty. So it is always better to use this one, and if you use this count blank, it will only count the number of empty cells. That is something we don't want. So for our purpose, we'll use this function, count a function, and count a, this is the syntax, and the arguments are value 1, 2, 3. So we'll have to select all the cells in column A starting from row number 2, because in row number 1 we have header. Okay, so I'm going to press Ctrl Shift down arrow, and that should take me to the last value, and also we can go further to the last cell in column A of Microsoft Excel, which is 10,48,576. Okay, so now if you close the parenthesis, that should give you the total number of candidates that appeared in this recruitment exam. So there are 7,000 candidates, and we have data of or the information of each of the candidates here from column B to column H. Now let's say you are asked to find out the candidates who are non-disabled, who are females, and who come from Chittagong division, and from Chittagong division in particular from the Noakhali district, and who have obtained more than who have obtained CGPA of more than 2, and who are below 35 years age. Okay, so these are the search criteria for you. So how to do it? I mean, this is a large data set, and it is not easy to do it. It is not possible, I think, to do it manually. So what we can do is we can use the filter feature of Microsoft Excel for doing this. In order to do that, we'll go to the data tab, and in the data tab you'll see there is a tab called filter. Okay, So you can use this filter tab. Just click on this one and you see many uh, down arrows shown in the headers. Okay, so let us start with the first filter criteria, that is we are looking for non-disabled. Okay, so what we can do is we'll click on this one, and here you see there are two types of data, either disabled or non-disabled. So you uncheck disabled because you are looking for non-disabled candidates only. So let's press OK now, and that shows on the bottom left corner of the bottom ribbon that there are 6,720 candidates out of 7,000 who are non-disabled. That is fine. So that is your first finding. Let us write it here, 6,720. Okay, now we are looking for females. So we are done with this column. We will go to the next column, that is column C, the gender column, and here you see there are two categories, male and female. So we'll uncheck male, and that will show us female candidates. Okay, so female candidates, the non-disabled candidates and female. So we have filtered two criteria. That is only 840 candidates are there out of 7,000 records who are non-disabled and at the same time female. There is no criteria on ethnicity, so we will not do anything on this column. We'll go to the division column, and from division column we'll uncheck all first, and after that we'll check the Chittagong division only. That is our filter criteria. So we have checked the we have filtered on the basis of Chittagong division, and now the number has further reduced. There are only 210 candidates who are non-disabled and females and also come from Chittagong division. And within Chittagong division we are looking for the candidates from Noakhali district. So we'll uncheck others and click keep the Noakhali district checked. So press OK now, and it is further reduced. Now you have only 70 candidates who meet all these criteria. Okay, and now we are looking for the candidates who have CGPA more than 2. You can do it in another way. Instead of checking or unchecking here, you can also go there, and if you highlight the number filters, you see there are many options: equals, does not equal, blah blah blah. So usually what I do is I choose this custom filter. Okay, and that will give you a window like this, and here you want the candidates who have CGPA greater than 2. Okay, so I'm going to write, or you can select CGPA greater than 2. Okay, so it will show only the candidates who are non-disabled, who are female, who come from Chittagong division, and particularly from Noakhali district of Chittagong division, and who have CGPA more than 3. So that is now 40 candidates are like this. Okay, now we are looking for the last filter criteria, that is age, and we are looking for candidates who have, see there are many categories here, many age limits, so it is very difficult to uncheck all these things. I mean, if you're looking for candidates less than 35, so what you would be doing, you would be unchecking this one, this one, this one, this one, and keep everything else as it is. But instead of doing that, what you can do is you can go to number filters, go to custom filter, and you are looking for the candidates who have age less than how much? Less than 35, less than or equal to. So you are looking for less than or equal to. Okay, so even the candidate of 35 years old is allowed. So less than or equal to 35, and that should reduce the candidates to 29. So only 29 candidates meet all the criteria or all the conditions. So these 29 candidates are non-disabled, female, come from Chittagong division, and from Noakhali district in particular have got CGPA more than 2 and age less than 35 years old. Okay, that is nice. I mean, it's very easy, and this is one of the this is very easy to use filter feature of Microsoft Excel to filter out data, and this is one of the strongest features of Microsoft Excel. Now, if you want to highlight uh, these candidates who have, I mean, all these 29 candidates who meet all the conditions, you can select them and go to Home tab and then choose a color. Okay, so it has highlighted all the candidates who have met the criteria or the condition. Okay, uh, let us now clear the filter option, get rid of the filter tab. Okay, and now you might have thought that your filtered data are lost. In fact, they are not. I mean, you just scroll down the master data. Okay, and the first candidate who meet all those criteria or the conditions is at merit position 176. See, is a non-disabled female, he comes from Chittagong division, and she comes from Noakhali district with CGPA of 3 and age less than 35 years old. And there must be other, let us scroll down. Okay, it is somewhere there. Yeah, so this is the next candidate at merit position 476, non-disabled, and she comes from Chittagong division from Noakhali and has got a CGPA of 4, and the age is only 30 years. So that is a piece of cake. So all the data are there, and all the filtered data are still there, and they are highlighted with a green color. And you can see always that all the candidates are of course there, because that is why the count function is still showing 7,000 candidates. So nothing is lost. Now, if you want to see them again, how can you do it? Okay, all those 29 candidates, let us select all these columns from A to H and go to this filter tab again, and you can select any tab, in fact, any down arrow tab. Let us select this one, and from you can also now filter by color, because you have put color on those 29 candidates, so we can filter them easily by color, right? See, all those 29 candidates have been populated or are being displayed together. So it is not showing any other data, only those 29 candidates are being shown. Okay, now if you, let me try it. I have not tried it earlier. So if you now want to copy all these 29 candidates to another worksheet, let's say the name of the worksheet is filtered data. Okay, if you want to copy it to this sheet, we selected it, sorry, we selected, but we have not copied, I think. Okay, selected, then Control C. Okay, once you press Control C, it will show this, and go to filtered data sheet and then paste. Okay, piece of cake. So you filter data in your master data sheet, and you then highlighted the filtered data. That is very helpful, and also you can copy it to another sheet, right? Let me adjust the width of the columns, okay, by double clicking. All right, okay. So that is nice. You can see here, you can put your cursor here and then press Control down arrow, Control Shift down arrow. Okay, and you see the count is shown here. So there are 29 candidates, and of course these are all the filtered data, because they are showing the same highlighted color you have put earlier in the master data. Right, now if you want to further filter this data, you can do it. I mean, it is not like once you have done it in one sheet, let us get rid of all these things in master data sheet. You can't do it here. Yes, you can. I mean, if you now see, you go there and go to filter tab again, and now what would you like to filter? You can't do anything about these things. These are all the same. So if you want to see the candidates who have got CGPA of 4, okay, of these 29 candidates, you can find them. So there are 13 candidates out of those 29 who have got CGPA of 4, okay. If you uh, instead of filtering on the basis of CGPA, if you would like to see the uh, the candidates who have age say less than 30, let us try it. You could still find that, and there are 14 candidates out of these 29 records who have age less than 30. So this is a very strong feature of Microsoft Excel, and you will need this filter feature um, in many different applications for many of your office works and for your business works and all these things. If you are very good at using filter feature, uh, you'd be you'd be ranked as a very smart officer or smart employee in your organization or in your company, right? Okay, so keep practicing these things. These are actually very easy to follow. You don't have to remember too many things. Microsoft Excel is very good software. It's a very rich software, very handy software. Okay, thanks very much. Thanks for watching this. Very soon I'll come up with, in my next video, I'll show you how to use this advanced filter option. And this is another very strong feature of Microsoft Excel. Thank you very much. Thanks for watching this.